was basically trying not to have a panic attack, or at least I think it's a panic attack. Part of it was like dissociating, where I feel like I'm less outside of my own body. I'm just staying here in the living room by myself in the dark. So that way if I cry, then hopefully people won't be able to see it. So I guess I'm just gonna chill here. Chill as much as I can anyway. So I just feel really overwhelmed and I don't get why. I don't know how this is gonna go. I already tried to film it once. I'm trying to keep quiet, not necessarily whispering, but keeping quiet because they're watching a movie in the other room. I don't want to be a disturbance. I am trying to film. Don't eat it. Well, none of this is making it into the video. Interesting. Interessanta. Interrogate Santa. It is past Christmas. Now's the time. He's not busy. I don't know if I'm keeping any of that. So far, it's been pretty uneventful. There's one thing, I guess, that isn't too uneventful, actually. On the way here, we went all the way to Nashville. From there, I actually got to go to a 7-Eleven for the first time in my life. So my first time going to a 7-Eleven was in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of hilarious, actually. That's how my life usually goes, I guess, at this point. As we were driving past, I would see like billboards, and there was one for Dollywood. Then the second billboard that I saw also had Dolly Parton on it, but it was an advert for Cracker Barrel of all things. I didn't know she was like a, what's the word, ambassador. If I'm being honest, I maybe sort of, kind of, just a little bit had a panic attack last night. Or technically this morning at like 3 a.m. Hopefully I won't have that again tonight. But yeah. And unfortunately, when it comes to the living situation here, like the building is very nice, okay? I'm gonna emphasize that. It's very nice. There's like just like these little things. I have footage of me messing around with the lights, which are in a shared bathroom between my bedroom and another bedroom, and there's people occupying that room. So basically we share this bathroom, and so we have to lock both doors if we need privacy. So it kind of sucks. But what I was saying though is that the lights in there, maybe I'm overthinking it, I don't know. Because there's 4 switches in total, 2 on either side of the room. Why is it that one side has to have both switches flipped up and then the other has to have both flipped down for the lights to just all go off? I don't know if that's proper wiring or not. But as for today, not too much has gone on. There's plans to go to Walmart, get some like last second items for the place and just for our stay here in general. That's my update for today on the second day of staying here. For the most part, the day was fairly relaxed. We arrived in Tennessee late at night the day before, so we mostly took this time to take in the sights of the land in the daylight. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Look at those waters. Look at the mountains. Well, not really mountains, more like cliff faces, but and then the houses on them. I would kill to live in one of those. But after that, we ended up finding Piggly Wiggly. I felt so weird walking in there, knowing this was somebody's day to day, and I was treating it almost like a tourist attraction. Here's some butt rub. When we went back to the Airbnb that we were staying at, I tried a new product that I packed with me for the trip. I've never tried anything like this before. I didn't really know what to expect. Like, I've seen people use them before, show off their first impressions of sheet masks, and they would always act like grossed out by it. And as you can see from this footage here, I struggled to peel it open for the longest time, so that's already A+ on me. Good job, Shy. As I went to put it on, I felt the way that Leatherface would probably feel. I felt like I was wearing somebody else's face a day or two after it got peeled off of them. It was cold, it was moist, it was, but it felt pretty refreshing. My skin was soft afterward.
Let's go, girl.
We started our day in Corinth, Mississippi. Unfortunately, this is the one location we didn't really explore all that much. And also, I don't know if it was like the part of Mississippi we were in, but why is it that Mississippi just gives Silent Hill vibes for me? It looked almost like it was bordering on an apocalypse. Look at this church that I took a picture of. That looks like something you would find in Silent Hill, is it not? While we were there, we made a stop at a sporting goods store. It seemed like any other sporting goods store, except for the fact that I don't think I've ever seen what looks like a fedora with camo print on it. It's a choice. Afterward, we backtracked to Savannah, where we went to the Outpost, which is technically a whole amalgamation of stores. One part of the building is lodging, another part is basically like a supermarket, another part of it is just like this sit-down restaurant. The atmosphere was nice, very southern, like you could feel it in the air. I got a sandwich and it had like one of those little toothpicks in them to like keep them together. I forgot I had that in my sandwich and I went to close my to-go box, and when I did, I poked a hole through it. It was a head empty, no thoughts type moment, okay? Even the restrooms were themed. The thing that really caught me off guard though was, why do you have a quote right next to the toilet? I'll read this out for you. There is no better exercise than to reach down and pick someone up. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I thought it was going to say reach down and help your friend tug one out or something. I didn't know where that quote was going. This was our last full day of vacation. After we were done shopping in the area, we went to a local frozen yogurt place called Yogurt Mountain. Here's what I got. A salted caramel latte base, topped with brownie bites, caramel truffles, cheesecake bites, and whipped cream drizzled with Nutella syrup. Oh my god, yummy yummy in my tummy. I give it 10 out of 10 for Yogurt Mountain. I hope this video was entertaining to watch. I know it's just a lot of voiceover. Please subscribe, press that like button, and that bell next to the subscribe button so that way you can be notified every single time I upload a video. Thank you for watching. Much love, and take care, my little cosmic cuties.